What's up, everyone? It's your girl Victoria Venin, and tonight I am here at Exhibit Gallery in downtown Fullerton with Nick Hernandez. How are you doing today, Nick?
I am doing all right. Thank you very much for having me.
Well, we're very happy that you're here. So tell us about your art piece, your amazing, beautiful art
This one
piece.
is the demonic Medusa. It was a concept piece from a. I have this idea for a comic. Basically, Zeus finds out that they're not actually gods and they're just superpowered beings. He meets Satan, gets the shit scared out of him, offers the Gorgon sisters as payment to leave the rest of them alone. So by the time the Gorgon sisters fight their way out of hell, this is what one of them looks like. The other sisters sacrifice themselves, and demonic Medusa is basically born from all of that.
I love that.
So it's like my favorite stuff is concept stuff. Like kind of like we all kind of have to do like the Freddy, Jason, Michael Myers, all that kind of stuff because that's how most of us make our living. But my favorite stuff is the concept stuff where you're just kind of going off in your own direction, coming up with your own ideas, concepts. Um, Usually, it's for me. It's usually the the dark kind of seductresses, things along those lines. Trying to take that in different directions, And then this one in particular is acrylic, but I do watercolor, just different stuff. I'm all over the board.
No, definitely. I think it's a fresh breath of air, as you said, like all like the Michael, the Freddie, the Jason, which are awesome. But it's nice to see the girls get some love too.
I think it's like nowadays, it's like okay, we have like Art the Clown and guys like that, but it's like there's not a lot of focus on women. And like I feel like, and here's the thing: what I've learned over the years, selling art, especially horror art, over the years, the biggest horror fans are women.
Yeah.
And honestly, I feel like as far as that goes, good stories are neglected. Where it's okay when I first really got into horror, one of my favorite movies is Black Sunday. It's also called Mask of Satan. It's a movie with Barbara Steele where she's this witch who comes back from the dead 200 years later to exact her revenge, and she is the primary villain, not a henchman, not a victim, the primary villain herself. I mean, we get the nun and stuff, but still, she's pretty much just a slave of Satan anyway. So it's like it's cool to see kind of like going in different directions, kind of making. My thing was always like when I first started painting, the hardest part for me was painting women, trying to make them look soft, trying to make them look. Because I mean, like when I was a kid, I was reading a lot of comics, and dude, I'm 45, so like the '90s comics, the women all had boobs out to here and fucking these little tiny fucking waists. They just
Harley
like,
Quinn,
yeah,
Catwoman, Poison Ivy.
yeah, and all that. Like the way they drew them back then was a little less proportionate. So, and then on top of that too, I made them look too masculine. So took me a few years to kind of soften up my women to try to make them look a little less, just kind of like softer, so they look a little more feminine as opposed to like just some guy drawing what he perceives women to look like. Which is kind of like where I've always kind of tried to, especially since I figured out that the female base is so important. It's like, okay, I don't want women to be, oh, there's some other guy who just wants women to be what he thinks they should be. It's like, no, 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 I'm trying to. This is a little more sexual than usual, but I feel like a piece like this kind of has to be.
Yeah.
I actually had this taken off the walls at Frankenstein's. I have a booth over at Frankenstein's Collectible Show, and like I had this up on the wall, and I got the Nick, take it down. This is a family place. Really? She's not even naked. Like, Nick, come on. I'm like, all right, so I had to take it down.
Oh no, I've seen way worse at Frankenstein's. I don't know what they're on about.
Oh yeah, all those anime girls with all the crap. Dude, like, it's like what the fuck? Like, and that's not fucking. But so I'm like, all right, hey. So then I was like, okay. Oh, you have any pieces you can put up over here? And I'm like, can I bring this one? It's kind of crazy, but it's kind of a fun piece.
Yeah.
And they were nice enough to let me do it, so it's cool. I've been wanting to try out Fullerton for a while, so it's a really nice vibe out here. Like there.
No, definitely. Well, you are doing an amazing job. This is freaking beautiful. I love it. And you are making us women very proud with this.
Thank you
So
very much.
thank you so much.
All right, and then I have a Frankenstein's booth. My Frankenstein's booth is 601. We're up in the front. We usually tell like a big wall of paintings up there, and I'm always working on crazy shit like this on the side. Thank
Awesome.
you
Well,
so much.
thank you so much for talking to us, Nick Hernandez. Check him out at Frankenstein's. And thank you so much for being here at Exhibit.